Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Eric Dufault, and today we are talking about the first step in the home buying process, and that being getting your pre-approval for your mortgage. This is the first step. What it does, it kind of determines exactly what your buying power is. You'll get one of these from a lender, mortgage people, credit union, your local bank. There's a number of different places to go. If you need a great lender, get in touch with me. I know a bunch. Really cool, really kind of just a soft inquiry. They take a look at your financial situation, take a look at what your credit is, and then they come up and determine exactly what your buying power is. And the reason you want to do this is before you even go shopping, you want to know exactly where you stand. You might have gotten a pre-approval a year ago, 2 years ago, months ago, but rates are so much lower now that you might be able to afford a lot more than you originally thought. You might think you can only afford a $300,000 house. Very, very limited inventory in that range right now. But then we get a pre-approval, and it turns out you can afford $350,000. All of a sudden, your options have opened up. You don't have to limit yourself. But there's also, the flip side to that, where we might be out shopping for $550,000 houses. Then we go ahead and, talk to the lender, get that pre-approval, and it turns out you can only afford $450,000. In the meantime, your family's gotten their hopes up, you've gotten your hopes up, and all of a sudden, reality hits, and that pre-approval kind of puts you back in check. But this is really easy to do. When you get a pre-approval, I require it of all my buyer clients to at least have that before we even go out and get shopping, especially with COVID right now, to just kind of limit exposure for both, my people and the seller's people. We want to make sure we know exactly where we stand before we really come up with that game plan, take a look at what's out on the market, and then get out there and start shopping. But yeah, pre-approval, guys, you're going to need one. Another reason they're important is when you go to submit an offer, you need to already have one ready, because sometimes it can be a little bit of a turnaround. In this market, you have to act pretty quick. Houses are, they come on and, they're under agreement, under contract before you even know it. So you don't want to have to be waiting on that lender down the road. You want to already have that in place. We find the right home. We know that we're approved for that amount. We write it. And normally when you write the offer, you're going to submit that along with the pre-approval. And the reason you submit the pre-approval, it lets the seller know, hey, we can afford this house. We do have the purchase power. Whereas they're just, they really, really need to see that, whether it's them or their realtor, they're going to require that when you submit an offer. So go ahead, if you're thinking about, purchasing a home in the next 3 months, in the next 6 months, might be time to go ahead and, talk to a lender, talk to a mortgage professional, and get that pre-approval. At least know where you stand. And even, if you're not pre-approved for the amount that you hoped or intended to be shopping in, sometimes the lenders can help you. If you do this and this with your credit, or you pay this down, they'll give you some guidance to get you where you need to be if you're not where you need to be yet. Yeah, that's about it though, you guys. If you're thinking about shopping, go get those pre-approvals. If you need a lender, get in touch with me. I'm happy to make that connection. Other than that, I hope you're enjoying your summer, and I will talk to you guys soon. We'll see you.